Gemini, welcome to your reading. I've got your oracle cards shuffled and ready to go for you, but please do keep in mind that this is a general collective reading, so not every single message may resonate with you. Please take what does, leave what does not here, because it could be a message for a fellow Gemini. All right, so in the beginning energies, I have one card ready to go here, and it says, I trust the mystery of life. Right away, I was drawn into the crows in this card. So crows actually have a really beautiful spiritual meaning. It means, in this card, it's meaning to me, like if you're interested what the crow spirit animal represents, there's a lot that you can find about that. But what it's telling me in this card is that your angels are always looking out for you. They could be sending you crows as a symbol of their, I'm hearing their protection, their guidance. Some of you could be seeing crow feathers, and I do know black feathers mean protection from your angels. But do you see how the crow is sitting on her shoulder and very close to her ear? I feel like your angels are delivering you guidance at this time about how to kind of lean into and trust the things that are unknown at this time. I was also really drawn into the color purple for you, Gemini. So this represents the crown chakra. It represents connection to the angelic realms and your spirit guides. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is kind of highlighted. Some of you could be having some very significant dreams, downloads. Those of you that are very in tune, I feel like you are actively downloading things, hearing resonant information, and hearing in podcasts, in music lyrics, in other things like books, for example, where you're able to hear this and recognize it as a sign from your angels. This, I trust the mystery of life. Some of you, I'm looking at the outfit this person is right now, and the arms are very puffy. So some of you could be, I'm hearing this as like protection. Some of you could be like putting on extra armor to kind of protect yourself energetically at this time. Some of you could be going through kind of, I'm hearing a difficult time, a difficult transition perhaps, where maybe you're trying to pull in some protective energies around you because you could be emotionally hurting in some way, perhaps, Gemini, or moving through some change. All right, let's see what else we've got here. We've got another crow, the perfect storm. This says, sometimes it's so easy for me to read the smaller print in these cards, and sometimes it's hard. It says, I don't think it's important because I can't read it, and sometimes I can. Perfect storm. All right, in this image, the crow, the heart chakra is being like ignited by lightning. It's being, I'm hearing, electrified. So some of you, there could be emphasis on the heart chakra that you're trying to protect, or maybe some like inner wisdom about something related to your emotional state of being or your emotional body could be becoming ignited right now. Perhaps you've been trying to look away from this for a period of time, Gemini, and now this is something that's coming up, maybe to release with the full moon that we have tomorrow. There could be something like this here. Some of you, I see feathers coming off of this crow, so some of you could be shedding some old layers with this full moon that we have. I keep hearing eclipse in my head, so this could have started with the last eclipse that we had, Scorpio eclipse, and maybe this is all coming to a head now. I know that Gemini and Sagittarius are opposite signs, so this could be affecting you in a pretty significant way for some of your Gemini placements. We've also got, I forgot, you got two of these astrology cards right here. We got your card, Gemini, I think, and we got Pisces, I believe. So I do feel, Gemini, that there is a little bit of a polarity with these two energies. We also have courage right here. Courage, we have acceptance, we have abundance, and boundaries. All right. So as I was saying, Gemini, I do feel like there's a bit of a polarity with these two energies of I think and I believe, Pisces and Gemini. Gemini is a very thinking-based energy. They like to talk. They like to weigh out the options. They like to, actually that's funny. It looked like scales on this card. Some of you could be trying to bring something into balance, possibly with a Libra, but it could just be another person. But there is something like that here. There's also something with law, Gemini. If you're looking at something to do with a law-based situation, you could be getting some information about that. There could be some agreements coming into place. There could be something like this coming about. There could be some information coming to light, because I'm looking at the tiny bit of yellow in this card now. But there is a difference between energies of I believe and I think. Belief comes from the heart, Gemini. That is a very Piscean energy. It comes with intuition. I feel like at this time you could be moving perhaps a little bit away from what you're logically thinking about and more in line with what you're feeling in the heart space, okay? I feel like there's been something that you've gone through with this perfect storm energy, perhaps some challenge coming up that you're trusting in the mystery of. And it's allowing you to move into a direction of, I'm hearing, accepting things that perhaps you don't necessarily love. Perhaps you've had to kind of move into a direction of creating boundaries for yourself, in a way of focusing on the self first. In this card, it's literally a woman's figure inside of a protective bubble. So Gemini, I almost said Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. This feels kind of similar to Scorpio's reading. So Gemini, some of you could be at this time really looking at what surrounds you, okay? You could be pulling away from certain people. I'm hearing kinds of people, and focusing your energy more on yourself, your inner circle, those close to you. I'm hearing the relationships that matter, all right? Pulling your energy kind of into a more, I'm hearing, isolated focus, Gemini, is going to bring in a lot of abundance. I feel like opening up this door, to accept what is coming in for you, okay? I'm hearing a separate message that some of you are at a place where you're accepting that you need to bring some boundaries into your life with a specific person, okay? Some of you could be receiving dreams about this. Pisces is a very dreamy energy. Some of you are facing a certain situation that you don't quite know the outcome of, and you're just like, you know what? I have the courage to face this. Like, I've done a lot of work on myself. I know better now. I can do better now. I know I'm moving in the direction that I meant to be going in. It's like I trust myself to move through this unknown, through this mystery, and come out on the other side being okay, being in abundance. I accept this journey. I'm hearing I accept this fate. Something like this here. We're also in your season, Gemini, so I do feel like there's a lot of blessings. Happy birthday. There's a lot of blessings coming in for Gemini right now. I feel like that's basically it. I just looked at courage and heard strength cards, so some of you could also be dealing with a Leo. There's something about the pink in this card that's calling to me. You could benefit from perhaps some pink heart chakra crystals at this time, Gemini. I'm picking up on a certain group of Geminis that are very giving of their time, of their energy, of their love and resources, and perhaps Gemini could need to set up a little bit healthier boundaries with how much you give, and maybe some pink crystals could help you with that, okay? I keep seeing in my mind's eye rhodonite or rhodochrosite. Hope I said those correctly. But the pink and the black, it's like the heart chakra and the root chakra grounding something within the heart space, I feel like would be really helpful to you at this time. Okay, I think that's it. Some of you could also be coming into like a new, really helpful partnership of sorts, romantic, platonic, business. Take it how you will, Gemini. But I looked at the acceptance card. It's 2 hands nearly touching. So there could be a new partnership of sorts coming in for you during your season. All right. What is this beautiful message for my Gemini collective? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's do a Celtic cross like we did for everyone else yesterday. It was fun. All right. What's going on for my Gemini collective? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with us today. Archangel Gabriel is also coming through for you, Gemini. So perhaps in an area of communication, you could use some support. Archangel Gabriel is with you. All right, 2 more. Celtic cross for my Gemini collective. Messages of love, light, and clarity. Best and highest good for my Gemini. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So definitely partnerships, stability, things coming together on their horizon for you this season, Gemini. Oh, but at the center of it, we've got 3 cards out. We've got the Judgment card, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. So some of you could be in communication at this time with another that maybe it was stagnated for a period of time. There could have been a break or a pause, perhaps for some of you. I'm seeing on a scale maybe like 50 to 75%. There was a pause or break or I'm hearing taking stock, all right? Seeing where you want to invest. There could still be some questioning of this, perhaps, for a group of you. But at the center of this Celtic cross, we have Judgment, 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you have gone through a perspective shift. Something has come into your awareness. Could have been a dream, spiritual download, some information from another. Take it how it resonates for you. This information could have made you question your safety, stability, like root chakra type emotions. Like you could have questioned some things in that nature, and that makes sense obviously with the 10 of Wands, but I was just reading the Judgment intuitively. Sometimes I get so caught up in the cards and reading them intuitively that I don't even look at the surrounding energies right away. But with the 10 of Wands, this is a burden. So you could have become aware of some challenge that you've been facing, perhaps for a group of you for a period of time. It was a really difficult, heavy weight to carry. I'm hearing some of you could still be carrying this, and that is why this has become your focus. Like, I feel like you've become perhaps aware of some issue, could have been with this other energy that you were dealing with, and you're now wanting to focus on it, work through it, in whatever way that is resonant for you, Gemini. Some of you literally could be having conversations about this, though, all right? We've got the 6 of Wands coming out, crossing this energy. I'm hearing that means, Gemini, you could at this time be, now that you're kind of aware of this issue or this problem and you're wanting to work through it, you want to be successful. Like I'm hearing you won't fall any short of success or conquering this or moving beyond this. 4 of Wands, the Moon card, the Ace of Wands, the Lover. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, but this is telling me, Gemini, that this full moon that we have tomorrow could be a very healing time and bringing in a new opportunity for your success. Ace of Swords. So now I'm seeing a bunch of aces. There is a new start, a new opportunity. I feel like a lot of you are moving towards clarity on your own with another. Take it how it resonates for you, Gemini. But I feel like you perhaps before you received some information about like things like maybe not being so good or became aware of something being a little bit heavy and challenged, and now you could be receiving or offering some information that is more exciting. All right. What's going on in the above position for my Gemini collective? We've got the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. Lots of Swords cards coming out for you, Gemini. I just looked and I saw the Page of Swords. So again, an emphasis on communication. I've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands, emphasis on fire signs, Leo, double emphasis on Aries and Sagittarius. I do feel like, Gemini, that in the above position, this represents what is on the forefront of your mind. What are you working through? What are you trying to tackle, so to speak? It looks like you're trying to, I'm hearing, gain an assertive position. to where you can move towards your success. Again, Six of Wands, success, your victory. Some of you could have become aware of the fact that you want to focus more on yourself and on your personal journey. There was an energy, and there is here as well, of perhaps someone that you've been estranged from, things have been challenged with, or you've been, even if, like, say you're in a relationship and you still live in the same home, maybe things have been a little bit stagnated, right? There is an energy of that being here, but I think, Gemini, you definitely have wanted to take kind of control of your experience, where you're going, and just your trajectory overall. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely something here about perhaps a fire sign coming towards you, Gemini, and this being guided by the universe. It feels like positive karma. For those of you that are not on this journey of with a loved one, it definitely could be, Gemini, that you're choosing to follow your heart and your passions towards something that feels divinely aligned for you. The Wheel of Fortune is a lot about karma. It's about time kind of shifting. Perhaps something that was stagnated for a period of time finally starts to move forward. It could be something with the Five of Pentacles right there that maybe you thought wasn't going to work out, or maybe like an investment that you thought you'd lost money on, something like this. The below position, we have the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. So in your subconscious mind, you could be thinking about perhaps a difficult conversation you had. For some of you, this could be with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be in work that you're feeling some challenges. Again, I see the Sun card, which is Leo's card here. I feel like I'm talking so fast for your reading, Gemini. Not surprising. But with this Page of Swords and the Five of Cups in your subconscious, I feel like you could be perhaps thinking about a difficult or a sad conversation that you had with someone, or maybe some area where you feel like this is coming through in a few different ways. So some of you could be thinking about a conversation that you had with another that was a little bit difficult. Maybe it could have led to some blockages or feeling misunderstood. And this could have been happening for a long time. Maybe you feel like this person isn't really listening to you, not reciprocating in the same way. There's also an energy here, Gemini, of maybe you feeling a little bit. This Page of Swords, it feels like someone else. It feels like maybe you've been feeling a little bit like someone is not really receiving you. Maybe like you're dealing with someone that's a little bit immature, maybe ignoring your hurt feelings here. Five of Cups is a very sad energy of, it can be regret, but this one, it feels like a depression, to be honest, Gemini, where you're just kind of like, maybe you feel like the other energy that you're dealing with isn't really understanding what you've been going through, or maybe how they've played a role in that. Two of Swords is kind of a stalemate energy. There is potential for this to change and to shift, but I feel like what's kind of absorbing your subconscious mind is just that. All right, what's going on in the recent past for Gemini? Funny, I did this a little bit backwards today. We've got the Ace of Swords in the recent past. Some of you are definitely dealing with a fire sign, because I see lots of fire sign energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you could have in the very recent past, experienced perhaps a shocking change. Some of you could also be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer. These energies are here as well. But some of you could have experienced a shocking or a difficult change in a dynamic with another person. Another person could have delivered you their truth, you delivered them your truth, and it led to some very big shift that I feel like for a group of you sent you in different directions, because we have the Tower and the Chariot here. For others of you, there could have been kind of a coming together. This feels familiar to something I mentioned earlier, so that could be the story for some of you, or both could be true, okay? Take it how it resonates for you. Some of you also could be dealing with an energy that's a little bit in and out of your life. and there could have been a change to that situation or that commitment. Repeating sevens could be significant. I want to get a little bit more information on this Ace of Swords in the recent past. What was this Ace of Swords? Again, emphasis on Leo with the Strength card. I still see King of Wands as well. So some of you, I'm going to read this two different ways. Some of you definitely could have delivered or received some truth from quite possibly a fire sign or a Leo about what you or them are thinking, okay? I feel like this could go either way, depending on what Gemini is watching this. But some of you could have given or received some information about perhaps an energy of indecision, all right? This could have taken a lot of your strength or theirs if they were the one delivering this to you in order to be like, hey, I might be feeling like I need to take a break. I might be feeling like I need to pull back my energy. I might be feeling like I need to do something here. Queen of Pentacles. This could have been about career for a group of you. I see the Queen and the King of Pentacles. This could have been about career for a group of you or the person that you're dealing with. But I do feel like overall, like whoever decided to step away definitely needed to focus on nurture of the self. They could have been in a little bit of a challenged energy about not really knowing what their path forward is, it feels like, and they could have needed to pull back the energy to figure that out, okay? I see the Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, everything's falling on the floor. I see the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got two tens here. For those of you that this is resonating, that there was a little bit of like a stagnant period, a rest period, a pulling back of energy between you and another, especially if it was a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, it does look like there's still a lot of love and abundance here. It doesn't look like that really came to an end. I'm hearing halt. It could have come to a halt, all right? Okay, what's in the upcoming near future for Gemini? Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful. I love it. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, though. Eek, Gemini, what's going on here? I'm getting all excited about this, and then I see the Seven of Swords. So in the upcoming near future, we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Repeating twos could be very significant at this time. You could be seeing those angel numbers. But it looks like in the upcoming near future, there's an opening of the heart, a connection of love, quite possibly for a large group of you. Like I said, this could be a new person, a reunion with a person. This could be an up-leveling of a current relationship. It feels like where there's been imbalance, been confusion, been not seeing eye to eye, it looks like the gap is bridged. It's because we're expressing ourselves, right? Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Swords again. So beautiful energies came out on the table. Bottom of the deck was challenging energies, Gemini. This kind of tells me that perhaps what is on the surface at this time is a lot of love. What is lying underneath is some insecurities and some lingering pain from whatever distance there's been in connection. What's this King of Pentacles here? I feel like you could be putting on a really brave face about what you've been through. But I do feel like there is an importance for transparency. Otherwise, the Two of Pentacles, it can represent coming into balance and harmony, or it can represent quite the opposite. So I feel like if you're not fully transparent and you don't express yourself, then it could kind of go back into that state of imbalance, all right? For those of you that love is not your story, Gemini, you could be in the upcoming near future coming into a really favorable partnership of sorts that feels very in line with your heart space, your soul's mission, your soul's contract, and it could bring you a sense of like harmony and things working out in other areas. Okay, it doesn't just have to be love, even though I feel that for a large group of you it is kind of love related. Okay, what's in the power position for Gemini? We've got the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy, and we've got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So some of you definitely dealing with the Pisces Gemini, especially since we had Gemini and Pisces in the beginning readings. And we got 2 Pisces cards right here. But in your power position, we have trusting your intuition. This could be a little bit daunting for some of you, especially since the 9 of Swords is poking out right here. Trusting your intuition could kind of mean letting go of some control. And remember I talked about those conflicting energies of, I believe, some of you could need to move more away from the logical thinking mind and into the more I believe, feeling, and faith-based energy, all right? The full moon could help you with this. Okay, what's in the next position for Gemini? We got the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Some of you have been waiting to communicate something, like to talk through a conflict of sorts. 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Yeah, you want to talk with whoever this is where there was some feelings of abandonment, being let down. I'm also hearing being let go, sweeping under the rug. So some Gemini either feels this way or made someone else feel this way. You could be waiting on this conversation. I see the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is an energy of waiting for your ship to come in. 2 of Wands is a direction change, perhaps, okay? But you're definitely wanting to talk this conflict through. You could be waiting on this right now. You could be waiting on that transparency that I spoke about a little bit ago. My ear just started ringing. Okay, what is in the hopes and fears position for Gemini? 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man in the reverse, 3 of Wands. Yeah, some of you Gemini don't really love this waiting period. Some of you don't really love some of you have some difficulty with the energy of being alone. That's definitely coming in here. Some of you have a difficulty with independence. Learn how to channel that into something else though, Gemini, and use that as your manifestation tool. Like invest all of the time that you have with just you into making yourself stronger emotionally, physically, investing in your career and the things that you want to bring abundance into your life. The 9 of Pentacles also has a ton to do with self-worth. Yeah, I just saw the King of Pentacles. You definitely are being called by your spirit team to kind of up level your pentacle energy. So going from the 9 of Pentacles all the way up to the King of Pentacles, it's like going from, it's like baby steps energy, okay? So 9 of Pentacles, we're believing in ourselves, we're finding our self-worth, we're investing in our alone time, okay? Manifesting in that energy is going to bring in a lot of success for you, quite possibly in career. So some of you maybe have been focusing very much on your social life, and the universe is kind of calling you to look a little bit more inward and focus on the things that you have control of for yourself. I see the 4 of Pentacles now and the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely an energy of perhaps for some of you saving money for something new, an investment perhaps. Take it how it resonates for you, but there could be some shifts with that around the full moon, which is tomorrow. Nine of Swords, Temperance. Some of you could be really worried about how long it's taking for whatever this is that you're planning on, or like planning to up level in a relationship, a career, or in a living situation. Like there's some worry about how long it's taking, but Temperance is an energy of patience. Yeah. 3 of Swords here. This could be causing you some distress energy, it feels like. I'm just hearing like have strength in the waiting. Devil, 3 of Cups. Nothing's going to disconnect you from what is meant to be yours, Gemini, okay? Yeah, the Devil's coming right back out. The Sun card. Some of you, if this is a relationship that you're feeling like you're worried about it not working out, there is an energy here of there is a very deep bond between you. And even if you're not really seeing eye to eye, communicating, there is definitely an energy of things coming back into balance. It feels like wherever there's been some challenge, some difficulty, some toxicity, there's going to be clarity coming in for that. Again, I'm being called back to that energy of transparency. It's like the choice is yours. Do you want to communicate through these things and make, I'm hearing profound change, or do you want to sweep it under the rug and see if these things could reoccur? I just looked up at the star card for the next reading, and it's kind of bringing the energy of star card to me. It's about healing, it's about hope, divinity. Sorry, had an alarm go off. Things coming into alignment. So this could be an important message since I had my alarm go off. I do feel like, Gemini, it's really important to focus on the things that make you feel like you're really nurturing yourself and coming at, I'm hearing, life from the perspective of, how do I take care? How do I nurture myself? Like, and just keeping like your healing path forward in mind. Because if you keep your healing path in mind, it's going to open up all this beauty that I see here with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups, that connection. All right, what's in the upcoming near future for Gemini? Oh, your cards are falling on the floor. Perhaps it's because you feel like things are out of reach for you, Gemini. I have, who is this? This is Libra's card. It's Justice, sorry. I have Justice coming out on the table. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So Gemini, for those of you that are feeling, I'm hearing woeful. I don't even know if that's a word. But for those of you that are feeling a little bit down about a dynamic in love or with a significant soulmate, yep, here's the Star card, the Three of Cups right here. It does look like there is a path to reconnection, to bringing things into balance. The universe is helping for you to bring this together. It does start with your healing though, I feel, Gemini. So the more that you invest in yourself, focus on your own things, create your own abundance within, the more that you're going to be able to have healing in this connection. And for a group of you, quite possibly a reunion, okay? For those of you where it's been stagnated or disconnected. For others of you, Gemini, remember I mentioned something about legal stuff for you. I do feel like there is some sort of a reward or a celebration coming your way that brings you a sense of peace or a sense of calm, okay? Definitely that here. This also could have something to do with children. So maybe like it could benefit your children in some way if this gets settled, okay? Or your child. There's also something here about those that are already like in some sort of a, this feels like a personal reading, Gemini. Some readings feel more like work, soul's purpose. This feels very much like personal relationships. So whether in love, friendship, or family. But I do feel like, Gemini, your likely outcome is definitely bringing in a sense of balance, okay? Something shifts, something changes. It could be you deciding to speak from an authentic place with whoever this soulmate is and bring in a feeling of healing. I'm hearing like the expression like, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it has something to do with like if you give a little, they give a little. It's Gemini, I feel like if you give a little bit to this situation, you may be surprised that the other person returns the energy. It feels like Six of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, this is your reading. I hope that it resonated for you, brought you some sense of clarity. Also got a shout out. We've got Capricorn energy here, Aquarius energy here, Virgo, Pisces, I saw. I'm realizing now I said the High Priestess was Pisces, but it's Virgo. We've got Leo energy here, Aries energy here. and probably some more that I'm not seeing. Anyhow, just for those of you, I don't normally do that, but for whatever reason I was feeling called to today. So Gemini, if you feel called to, please like and comment, share this reading. I appreciate it so very much. If you feel like sticking around, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you get updated every time I post readings. I post them fairly frequently. Until next time, Gemini, please be well. Bye.